As you progressed here at Tarleton, you eventually found your way from Ed Psych.
At that time, in curriculum instruction or in education and psychology, that's where the Ed Psych program, the Ed Psych course was. All the courses that required for certification were in the Department of Education and Psychology, which was part of the College of Ed and Fine Arts. And I did that, and gosh, when did I start full time? I did part-time for a year, and then it ended up being a full-time job, but I was certification officers for the College of Ed and teaching curriculum instruction classes, Ed Psych mainly, but once again, that had an EDU prefix. So it was still in this department. So I was a certification officer, and then I should have gone back and looked. Then the department was education and psychology, and that included ed leadership, psychology, counseling. Newbie was department head, and all the education courses that had the EDU prefix. And they decided to split the department and make a department of psychology and a department of curriculum and instruction.
Okay.
And so Dr. Newby and I always talk about we had a very amicable divorce. And he was named head of the Department of Psychology, and I was made the head of the Department of Curriculum Instruction.
And what year was that?
That's what I was trying to remember. Let's see, if I subtract 16 years from 2018, 96, probably 90.
Okay.
Yeah, is that about right? Yeah.
When did you retire?
8 years ago, 18.
Okay, 2018. Yeah. About that.
Yeah, about that time. I should have gone back and pulled up all that. I should have pulled my Vita up. I didn't even think about doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you say did you do your PhD work at A&M? Okay, so you finished at A&M.
No, I did work. I worked here as a student worker and a graduate assistant. I finished my undergraduate degree in elementary education with an English certification. And then they talked me into staying. And I finished up a master's in educational leadership, or educational administration at that time. And it's a good story. So I had accepted a job to teach in Cleveland, and I don't know if Dr. Lamar Johansson has come up, but he was my husband's department head. Okay. And then later dean in the College of Arts or Biological Sciences. College of Science. And he stopped me one day in the parking lot and he said, "Ann, you're not going to work, you're going to A&M. Because if you stop going to school now, you will get caught up in your children's lives and you will not ever go back." Okay. And so next thing I knew, I had a fellowship to A&M, and the kids and I packed up and we moved to College Station in 1981. And we were there for 3 years, from 81 to 84. And that's where I finished my PhD in curriculum and instruction. I went down there under ed leadership because that's what I had qualified under. You have to take those qualifying tests. That's what I'd qualified under. And I got down there and I took my first curriculum and instruction course and fell in love and switched to curriculum and instruction.
Did you remember working under anybody specifically?
Yeah, I did. I worked under at A&M.
At A&M.
A&M. My Jim Croct was my advisor, and then I cannot remember the community ed people's name. That's terrible. And then my major professor was Dr. Godwin, Doug Godwin, and he was an early childhood person, and he's the one that had the TEA grant to look at the impact of parent involvement with children.
So then, after you finish at A&M, you make your way to Erath County.
Right.
Okay.
Moved back here. John and I get married, and I teach in Granbury for 3 years, fourth grade. Loved my fourth graders.
Right.
And like I said, then Jim Boyd called and offered me that job, and we had a new baby, and it just seemed like an opportunity to take a, quote, part-time job. And I've been, and literally, it was in curriculum instruction at the times, or education, I beg your pardon. At that time, we were education. And that was where I spent my whole career here.